This is Ben Smith from the New York Daily News, and I am podcasting this week from the Regency Hotel in Manhattan, where I sat down with Congressman Rahm Emanuel. He was at the Regency raising money for the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, which he chairs, and is also promoting his new book, which is called The Plan, and which he co-wrote with Bruce Reed.
I meant to ask you about the universal service piece of the plan. Can you tell me about it? Like, how's this going to work? Are people going to live in barracks?
Universal civil defense training. And so, I think he had it at 18, but we were saying somewhere at the ages of 18 to 25, you will do 3 months of training. You can do it in between your some point in college. We just do that. But there could be nothing wrong with all Americans having a joint, similar experience of what we call civil defense training or civil service, or some sense of service to country and preparation, which will give people a sense of what it means to be an American. So it is, we propose 3 months. But at the end of the day, somebody says it should be 4. I'm not going to sit here and hang up over it.
It's a lot more than the U.S. government asks of anybody right now. I mean, I guess you could argue that from taxes.
No, it's because we have a lot more. We have a lot more challenges. So you're going to need a lot to do it. But
I guess I don't mean to get hung up on the aesthetics of it, but uniforms and people who do Europe, people get
If you're worried about if you're worried that if you're going to do 50 jumping jacks, the answer is yes.
Right. No, but I mean, is it you kind of shipping the youth of the country out to army bases in the summers? I mean, I wonder how it's going to work. I mean, this is people's experience. It's so abstract. So is it going to be
Well, it could be worked through.
It's you go 9 to 5 to some course in the Red Cross building.
Well, I mean, the whole idea there is it will be worked out. You could do it through your state National Guard. Could be the vehicle for that. The goal here wasn't to sit here and work on a piece of legislation for you and all that, but that's one venue to doing it.
And would it? I mean, I guess would it? Are you? I'm a little hung up on the barracks. Is
there a reason? Do you want to talk about it? Do you think maybe?
I'm going to turn the tape recorder off.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have Blue Cross Blue Shield coverage on this? Are you worried about this in some capacity?
I'm just curious. I'm just trying to sort of imagine it.
Well, rather than figure out whether you take a train ride or a barrack, think of it this way. There'll be a common experience, and you'll be prepared, God forbid that... No thanks. God forbid that there's a chemical hit, there's another terrorist act, or a natural disaster, which are coming more frequent. There'll be a body of citizens who are ready and capable and trained. That's all you got to think about. We're all here for you, okay? It's a circle of love.
I mean, it's just, you kind of want to know how these things will work.
Is this compulsory then? Well, you have to, in a sense, it's required of everybody, 18 to 25, 3 months, and at some point at that point you do it. Obviously, I'm not going to say perfect legislation. We'll work that process through.
We not continue to rely only on our military in order to achieve the national security objectives that we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well funded.